Good morning everyone, this is your boy God Maliga. Today we're actually doing an installation video for Clementine on the Invidia Q300 that I ordered a couple days ago. I'm actually really excited about this. We're actually going to get it installed today, but before I even get to that, I just want to say that safety is first at all times whenever you're doing modifications to your car. As you can see, Clementine is on ramps, but even with the car on the ramps, it is also extremely important that you keep the car on jack stands as well. You say, well, why is it on the ramps? You don't even need jack stands. Actually, yes you do. You never know what could happen. You always have to have safety first at all times. I'll show you right here. So you can see the car's up on ramps right here on the rear side, and on the front side we got this like little doohickey going on with the wood and stuff like that. That actually works out pretty well. So we're actually going to put the jack stands under the car in just a few minutes, but before that I want to show you guys the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Invidia Q300 comes in 3 pieces. Now, for those of you wondering, the Q300 comes in 2 sizes, one for the sedan, one for the coupe. And the only difference is the mid pipe, which is right here. For the coupe, it's shorter. For the sedan, it's longer. So that's one thing that's very important for you to know. You have to know, if you're working on a 9th gen, you have to know what goes in your sedan, what goes in your coupe, because these 2 cars are, even though they're somewhat similar, they can be very different with some mods. So that's very important for you to guys know as well. So we got the car off the ramps and now we're putting it on jack stands. There was a little bit of change of plan. This is just for safety measures. You can see right here, I got a jack stand here, jack stand on the other side, and also a safety jack on the rear control arm of the car. That way, just in case, I mean, I know nothing will happen, so this is just for safety measures. And yeah, once you get the car really high up on the jack stands, it makes things so much easier to work on. Here we have the Invidia cat back that we're gonna unwrap and show you guys. Also, follow Valiance Racing on their Instagram, and check out their website www.valianceracing.com for authentic car parts. Trust me, order from them. I learned my lesson. Believe me. But anyways, shout out to Invidia for giving me this exhaust right here. Also, this came from California and came to the East Coast in literally 2 days. Really big shout out to the shipping. It was amazing. So just gonna go ahead and take this out and show you guys the exhaust here. Once again, like I said, a nice 3-piece exhaust system by Invidia. And it also comes with gaskets and hardware as well, and a nice little sticker to put on your car. So okay, so we're gonna need to take off this this muffler contraption here in the rear part. This is above the rear axle, and then this whole part going all the way back to the catalytic converter. This is all one piece, it seems like. I'm gonna have to take that off as well. I'm gonna need to take it off up at the front there, right before the cat. We should be good. So, all right. So right now, before we get everything started, we're actually gonna show you the before and after. So this is gonna be the before we install the Invidia Q300. We're gonna take a sound bite out of Clementine, how she is now, and then we're gonna install the Invidia Q300, and then we're gonna see how she sounds like after. Okay, so first and foremost, safety glasses at all times. Even though you're working with a newer car, you could still get dust and stuff in your eyes, and that's not good for you. Now, you might ask me, am I a professional mechanic? No, I am not. Bruh. I'm just doing a DIY video for you here. But before we even get started, you got to use WD-40 to spray down the bolts. You can see that they're kind of rusty, and they caught a lot of heat on it. So it's going to be a little bit tough to remove, but you're going to remove the bolts just before the catalytic converter. And then we're going to take off this whole entire mid-pipe section here, and then we should get ready to install the mid-pipe that came with the Invidia. So let's get started. A secure way to sort of hold on to yourself to make sure that you get the bolt just the way you want it. So just put that in there. And these bolts are tight, I'm telling you. There we go. Beautiful. And then you just hold on with your left and then torque it out with your right. Okay, so after you put WD-40 on here, and you also took care of the bolts up there before right after the cat, we're gonna loosen these two bolts right here for the muffler compartment, and then we're gonna also take off the hangers. There's one right here, up here, should be another in here somewhere, and there's also one all the way back here in the mid pipe that we need to take off the mid pipe as well, but that's gonna come later after we loosen up these bolts because the muffler's coming off first. So let's get started. So you're gonna need a 15mm wrench to hold on to this bolt up here, because you're gonna be taking care of this bolt right here. That is a size 12, and just take this right here, and it's a little tough. There we go. Shouldn't be that hard. Afterwards, just take it off. Okay, so it's always good to spray WD-40 on these little rubber grommets here. That way it makes them easier to slip out. So like I said before, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the muffler part out first, and then we're gonna take care of the rest later. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, some WD-40 is definitely gonna help. So after you take the little rubber grommets out, slowly kind of wiggle it loose here. Put it down to the side because you're not gonna need it anymore. The most important part is to take off these rubber grommets here because you're gonna reuse them to put them on the Invidia. And then as soon as you put them on the Invidia, we're gonna reinstall this. But before we get to the reinstallment of the Invidia, we're gonna go take care of the other one that's over there that we need to take off as well. I just installed the mid pipe and the pipe right after the cat. It was super exhausting and super hard to do. I didn't film that part because we already have the removal process, and it's basically the same process but in reverse. So right here, we're just gonna show you the simplest part. What we're gonna do is this goes the same for the mid pipe, the second part. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take off all this styrofoam and bubble wrap and stuff. Cool. Beautiful shiny exhaust here. And what you're gonna do is we're just gonna take off the rubber grommets that came from the OEM exhaust. There we go. So that's all done. Just make sure the gasket, everything's all clear, and then we're gonna. A lot of people complain about the rattles on the Q300. You can see on the 9th gens, no rattling so far. So we're gonna see. We're gonna turn on the car, gonna turn the key, and we'll see what happens. So. Alright, so there you guys have it. Invidia Q300, it's nice and installed. And once again, if you want to check out authentic car parts, check out www.valiantracing.com. Free shipping on items over $99. Make sure you check them out for authentic car parts. As always, my impression so far sounds pretty good, but we'll only find out the true test, the true review when I'm out driving. I'm going to find out when I drive to work today to see what this thing can do. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. This has been your boy, God in Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Ask me questions. I'll answer them. And that's it. So follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's down in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys next time.